I got a 12% raise. I'm down money. $7,000 extra a year. My savings account is lower than it was in March.
Lower? With 7,000 extra? Show me where it went.
So we're doing it tonight. Every line. 7,000 in, 0 left. If you got a raise this year and can't feel it, stay. You'll have your own number by the end.
45 years I pulled wire for one company. Never made what you make now.
And he retired with over $1 million. I make $85,000, and I'm short every month.
Before you start, nothing I bought was stupid. I can defend every line on that list.
I didn't say stupid. I said gone. Those are two different words.
Your money went further than mine. $32,000 for a house. My math isn't your math.
You're right. Your rent is a monster, and mine never was. Which is why 7,000 extra should have showed up somewhere. Did the gym go up, or did you go up?
I moved to the climbing gym. That's nicer.
There it is. That's the whole thing right there.
Fine. Get the pencil, old man. The thing that happened to me has a name. I learned it 2 weeks ago. Lifestyle creep.
Lifestyle creep? That's when your spending quietly grows to match your income. Not one big splurge. A handful of small upgrades that never go back down.
Nobody decides to spend $7,000 more dollars. You decide 6 small times, and everyone felt earned.
Say the tax part. The number they told you and the number that showed up.
They said 12%. On $85,000, that's $10,200 a year on paper.
What landed in my account was about $7,000. That number's your take-home pay. What's left after taxes and deductions come out.
So the raise is smaller than the raise.
By about a third. $7,000 a year is $580 a month. That's the whole price.
I wired houses 45 years. You upgrade a panel, you get more amps. Nobody ever feels it. They just plug in more stuff. The house doesn't feel richer, son. It feels the same. It's just pulling more.
Bigger panel, same amount of nothing left at the end of the month.
So let's see what you plugged in.
6 things changed since March. I wrote them down last night, and I hated every second of it. 1, rent. Same complex, 1 floor up. The unit with the balcony. $2,200 became $2,500.
$300 a month. Keep going.
2, food delivery. I used to cook 4 nights a week. Now it's more like 1. With fees and tip, about $140 more. 3, coffee. $6 every weekday on the walk-in. About 95 more than beans at home.
Let me smell that thing. That is not coffee. That smells like a candle.
It's a brown sugar cold brew, and it's delicious.
It's a candle, son. I'm serious.
4, 3 new subscriptions, $45 a month. I couldn't name all 3 without opening my bank app.
You pay for 3 things and can name 1. Keep going.
5, the gym. $30 became $85, month to month. And I go exactly as often as before.
6, everything else quietly got the nicer version. Better headphones, better sheets, the good olive oil. About 50.
Add it up. Out loud. I want you to hear that number leave your own mouth.
300, 140, 95, 45, 55, 50. That's $685 a month. My raise was $580.
So you're $105 a month behind where you started on a 12% raise.
Well, about $1,200 a year. That's the answer to the question I asked at the top. And only 1 of the 6 is actually locked. the lease. The other 385 I could stop this week.
You've been treating all 6 like they're locked.
If you just ran your own 6 lines and felt sick, hit like. That's how the next person finds this.
You're talking to the wall again.
Okay, but here's my real objection. What was the raise for, then? Am I supposed to earn more every year and live exactly like it's 2022 forever?
You're allowed to live better. You earned it. The question is whether you picked the upgrade or the upgrade picked you. You got 6 of them. Name the one that made you happier.
The balcony. Honestly, I sit out there every morning before work. I'd keep that one.
Then keep it. $300 for a thing you use every day is a good trade.
Well, the other 385 bought you nothing you can even remember. That's the waste, not the balcony.
But the rent's locked. I signed a year. I can't undo that mid-lease.
You don't undo a lease today. You undo it on a date. When's your renewal?
November. First week of the month.
Then October 1st goes on the calendar. You decide before they ask you to decide. The other 5 lines on a date, kid? Those are tomorrow morning.
Can we sit somewhere that isn't this table? I've been staring at that napkin for an hour.
Yeah, bring your coffee. The $6 one. 1991. I made foreman. $400 more a month, which back then was real money. Helen and I sat right here. Different couch, same corner, and we did not make a plan.
You always make a plan. Always.
Not that year. That year I bought a boat.
You bought a boat. An actual boat.
16-foot. Used. $2,200 plus a trailer I had to fix twice before it ever touched water. I told her it was for the family. Lake Erie, weekends, the whole picture in my head. We took it out 4 times in 3 years.
So what happened to the boat?
Sold it for $900 to a fellow in Sandusky. He asked why I was selling. I told him I didn't have the time. That was a lie. I had the time. I didn't have the want.
So what did Helen say about it?
Nothing. For about a week. Then she made a rule, and I've kept it 35 years. Every raise, half of it disappears the same day it starts, before it ever touches the checking account. The other half, you're allowed to spend on one thing. One! And you say it out loud to another person.
That's the whole famous system?
That's the whole system. Half and one.
Well, the rule is for the next raise, and that version is the clean one. Half of it leaves the same day payroll changes.
Automatic transfer, dated before I ever see the money. If I have to decide every month, I lose.
The other half buys one thing. One. And you say it out loud so it has a name.
Out loud. To me. That's the part that does the work.
The balcony is my raise. That's what I bought with it. And I'd buy it again. $300 a month. And half my raise is $290. My one thing already ate my whole spending half.
Helen would have signed off on the balcony. She'd have had questions about the rest.
Well, the other $385 is where the $290 has to come from. Except I can't pull $290 out of it. I'd have to cut $395, and I don't have it.
Then say the number you do have.
And the gym goes back to 30. That's 55. All 3 subscriptions, 45. Back to cooking 3 nights instead of 1, 90. And I stopped buying the nicer version by default, 35. 225. Yeah, it's about $120 a month to the credit card, starting Friday.
The coffee was never the problem. I gave you grief because it smells like a candle.
It stays. $95 was never the story. The $290 I committed without ever picking it, that's the story.
That's the whole trick of it. Nothing looked wrong on any single day.
One rule, if you take nothing else out of tonight,
Split the next raise before it lands. And name what the other half buys.
I should say the ugly part, because I've been skipping past it all night.
I did this math in March. Not tonight. March. I opened the app, I saw it, and I closed the app.
That's most people. That's not a Jake thing.
And I'm not going to promise y'all cancel everything, because I won't. I promise dies by Sunday. The gym I fix this week. The lease I decide October 1st. That's what's actually going to happen.
That'll do more than a promise you'd break by Sunday. You didn't get a raise. Your life did.
Next time, why the worst money decisions of your life happen about 20 minutes after you read the news.
Pops has a rule for that one, and it costs nothing but a day. Subscribe so it doesn't catch you on a bad news day.